What's going on, guys? It's Caleb here from A New Expression, where we help you become your greatest self. And if you guys can't realize, the camera quality is finally better. Let me just find the one camera, the OG, real quick. So this camera right here, this is no longer in the picture anymore. It lasted me a while. This was a good camera. You know, it started me off. And it gave me a start, and I needed something to just record videos with, and this was, this got the job done. This was, for you guys that are interested in this, it's a very good, entry level camera. Like, if you just want to start recording videos on YouTube, this is a great camera. And it's called the PowerShot ELPH 300. Leave it in the comment section below if you guys want to buy this. I think it goes for probably 80 or 90 on Amazon, so it's not too expensive. But I eventually upgraded my camera, and I wanted to find a camera that was light, that wasn't too expensive, that was affordable, but had great focus system and all of that. Because the camera that I had, the red camera that I just showed you, that camera had a really hard time focusing. I'm sure you guys experienced that when you guys were watching these videos. The image was just blurry, and it would just go out of focus, and it would stay out of focus for the entire video. And so I had a really hard time with that. So I wanted to find a camera that could really, be great in those autofocus moments. So when I'm talking to the camera, you guys can actually see me, right? So I ended up getting the Canon SL2, and this will also be in the description if you guys want this. The body alone, I believe, goes for about $500, and then if you want to get the kit lens with it, it goes for about $650. So not too expensive, compared to all the other cameras, not very expensive. And does 1080 for 60 frames per second. So, that means there will be a lot of slow motion shots going on your way. I'm planning on making some sick edits, hopefully, in the future. So, anyways, to the topic of this video. Why you should read a book a week. Now, you might be thinking, oh, what? Read a book a week? There's no way I'll be able to do that. And I thought the same thing too. I was like, there's no reason. I haven't even read a book in a year. How would I be able to read a book a week? But when you break it down, it becomes a lot easier. And the reason why would you want to read a book a week? Well, by reading a book a week, I like to think about reading a book like you're picking at somebody's brain, right? You're picking at somebody's brain, and you're able to read all the ideas and all the thoughts and every idea that this guy had, and he put it into a book. That's basically what a book is, right? A book is basically somebody putting their ideas or their concepts or whatever they believe in, their beliefs, and they write it down into a book, and we're able to access that. We're able to understand it, and we're able to, take it in. And that is so powerful, especially if you're reading books from, really successful people. You can see the power in that, and the knowledge that they can come with. So by reading a book a week, you're really, you're taking in all these ideas, and you're conceptualizing all these ideas. And, it's a great way to just, I love to read now. It's becoming a thing that I love to do on a daily basis. And the thing about books is that, at least for me, right, from my personal experience, when I started reading books, I started to, my mindset started to change. I started to adopt a lot of other beliefs, and, it all starts with, knowledge, right? It starts with, if you ever wanted to, become confident, let's say, right, and you're a naturally, shy, anxious dude, right, and you want to become confident. Well, if there would be no way for you to get confident or to even know how to be confident if you don't take in knowledge, right? If you don't learn from somebody that is confident, somebody that was anxious and shy, maybe just like you, and that was able to become confident, if you weren't able to read a book from him, then you would not know you wouldn't know what to do, right? It might take you a while. You might eventually get confident, but where you could have just picked up a book from a guy that was shy, anxious, that was in your situation, and that was able to be confident. And he writes it all in the book, and that's why I think books are so great. If you were poor, right, and you wanted to become rich, Pick up a book by a rich person that was broke. You know, Tony Robbins. I keep looking over there because I have him on my wall. But he was broke, and he has millions of, not millions, over exaggerating, but he has a lot of books on how he was able to manage his money and how he was able to, you know, become financially free. These are all things that, you know, you can get from a book, and the power in this. For you guys that are curious on what this book is, this is the 4-Hour Work Week. Let me just focus this right here. The 4-Hour Work Week. Great book. I suggest that you guys check it out. It is a great book. This is all about becoming a digital nomad, creating a dream lifestyle for yourself. This is actually my second time reading this book. But yeah, so how would you read a book a week, right? It might seem impossible to you, right? You're like, oh my God, like Caleb, I haven't even read a book in a year. Like, how do you expect me to read a book a week? That's a lot of books a week. You know what I'm saying? That's like, I think that's 36 books a year if you were to read a book a week. And that's a lot of knowledge and a lot of things that you can learn in a year by just reading 36 books. So how would you do it? So you would get the total number of pages. So for this book, for example, let's see, 411. Let's just round it to 410, right? So 410 pages. So what you would do is, my math isn't so great, but you would do 410 divided by 7, because there's 7 days in a week. Yes, Caleb, you know this. So there's 7 days in a week. So you want to break it down to how many pages you have to read a day. So for example, for this book, it has 410 pages in total, right? So you divide that by 7, and you get 58 pages. Yeah, but oh, okay, nice. I was just about to buy this. Alright, sorry about that, guys. My dad actually just walked in and gave me a tripod, which works out perfect because I needed a tripod. But, so this is a big but, as we were gonna try to hook it up, right? I was trying to hook it up because right now you guys are on top of like books and like this shoebox, but anyways, so we were about to put it on, but then the ball head of it actually broke as we were doing it. There was already a crack when he brought this over from his work, so we are gonna have to order a new ball head. I guess I'm such a newbie in the beginning with like cameras, so I'm not really too sure on like what we need, but I think we need a ball head, and I think that's what it's called. But I mean, that would have been perfect, but yeah. Anyways, let's get on with this topic of this video. So you would divide it into 7, and that's the amount of pages that you have to read in a day. And it shouldn't even take you that long, you know, unless you have like a really, you know, 1,000-page book. That might take you a little bit, but it should, you know, the reading time should vary, but it should be around like 45 minutes or so, right? Around that area. And you know, I'm sure like every one of you guys have at least 45 minutes. You know, either you break that down in 15-minute intervals throughout the day, or you just do one block of time for 45 minutes where you read that amount of pages. Whatever that is, whatever fits your schedule, I'm sure you guys have time for this. And why do you want to do this? Well, in a year from now, imagine if you had all of this knowledge, right, from reading a book a week. If you had all that knowledge, like how would that change your life? Like how would that kind of knowledge, that kind of like insight that you're getting from all these people, how would that change your perspective in life? You know, from my perspective and from my opinion, and from a year from now, if I'm able to stay consistent with reading a book a week, I know that in a year from now, right, I will have changed tremendously just from the knowledge that I'm able to take in. You know, because everything starts out with knowledge, right? You get the knowledge first, and then you take action on those ideas, and action brings results. So, you know, that's like the formula for success, right? You get the knowledge first of how to be successful, let's say, or the knowledge on how to be rich, right? When you're broke. And so now you get the knowledge, right? Without the knowledge, you can't take action, because you'll be taking action on things that you don't know about. So by reading books, you attain the knowledge from other people that might be doing what you're doing, or that are already successful in whatever you're trying to do. And so you get the knowledge, then you implement that knowledge, implement the things that you're learning. And this is a big part, right? You don't just want to read the books. You don't want to just read the books and then not take action. Try and see, be like, okay, maybe next week I'll just focus on this one thing that I learned from a book. Maybe 2 or 3 things that you've learned from the book, right? And try to implement those things. Because that's really how you will see the results. You might get a tad bit of results just reading the books and a lot of knowledge, but you want to implement that knowledge. You want to implement the ideas and the information that you're getting from these books. So you read the books, right? You get the knowledge, and now you implement those ideas. You implement the knowledge, and that's the action part of it. And with action comes results. If you're doing the right things, if you're attaining the right knowledge, and you're learning the right things, if you take action on those things, no doubt will you be successful. No doubt will you see the results. And that's why I think a book is so important. I think that's why you guys should read a book a week. I know I'm going to try it out. I'm going to be doing it. If you guys want to follow my journey, I'll, post Instagram stories of me being consistent with it, or at least me trying to be consistent. This is something I really want to do. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram at A New Expression, you guys can follow my journey. I put up stories and pictures and all of that. But yeah, read a book a week, guys. And, from a year from now, who knows what could happen, right? You could be, you couldn't even recognize who you were a year before. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys give it a thumbs up if you guys did. Subscribe to this channel, guys, if you guys want to, see more videos like this. I talk about self-improvement, just becoming a better person and just reaching your full potential. Remember that change happens only with a new expression. I'll see you guys back in the next video. Take care.